Okay, let's do it. First time ever seeing this place. It works. Oh, wow.
Wait. I feel like I should explain why we did it this way because it seems like the dumbest thing you could do. Really, the reason is COVID. We were not able to actually in person view the apartment first, so we just had to go off of some pictures of an apartment, one that looked similar to ours. And now my place is a disaster, and we're moving to an apartment we've never seen, and hopefully it's a good one. I don't know. I'm so stressed out. It'll all be worth it, but I hate moving. All right, so we're about halfway through moving Evelyn's stuff here, and it's very hot, and I'm very tired. Yeah,
We're moving all sorts of stuff.
we're moving all sorts of things. Oh, it's empty in here.
Finally.
Woo! And we had friends to help. And they're the best.
I've been training for this. I've been training.
Yes. Look at them. Look at them biceps. I need to know that I packed it in such a way that nothing tipped over.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I'm so good at this.
Not only did you pack it like that, but you also drove like that.
For real.
Double whammy.
Like 30 miles.
Yeah, it's a long way.
Woohoo!
Yeah, okay.
So it's not the concrete flooring like we were thinking,
But I like it.
but it's great.
This is beautiful. Holy cow. What do you know?
We're in there.
It worked out! Oh wow, we have a big space out here. I hate these things.
They do a good job of making it look bigger in the pictures.
They definitely do. I like the closet.
You like the closet? By the way, I'm gonna just tell you right now, I'm calling top bunk.
I should have called dibs
Yeah.
on the way over.
Too slow.
I was really worried this place was going to be awful. I was scared we were walking into some place that was going to be just horrifically gross. And it's not, it's actually really nice.
No, I think we did all right for ourselves.
Yeah.
Let's go start moving in.
Let's do it.
Woo! We did it. I am exhausted, but we finished. We did it. We're in here. It's absolute chaos right now. And Evelyn's at work, so I'm just by myself, and I'm kind of having a little bit of a little anxiety. This just feels like it's going to be a lot of work. There's so much stuff in here. I don't want to start on anything too hard because I want Evelyn to be here. But she'll be back in a couple hours when she's done with work, and then we'll figure it out together. Hey, we made it!
Woohoo! We're all unpacked and everything.
Look at our place.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, we're pretty
Yeah.
happy with it.
Feels like home.
So even though we love the place, there are a couple things that, there was no way for us to know before we came into here, and they're kind of like little weird complaints. I don't know if they're deal breakers, but they're definitely a little weird.
Yes.
Talk about the lights.
Okay, so the lights are a bit strange. The way that they're wired it really doesn't make sense at all. Here in the big room, we don't have a top light at all, so it's very dark in the living room.
Each set of lights is only controlled by one light switch panel. And like the thing in the bathroom is the one that keeps tripping me up because there are 2 doors into the bathroom, but the light switch is like across the way from the way that you would typically go in there. And so I keep like slapping the wall there where a light switch would be. And there's just nothing there.
We're gonna end up with a giant handprint in that area just because I do the same thing. Like these are things that, yeah, definitely weren't deal breakers, but they're kind of annoying. It would be something we noticed if we had been able to see the place. This is a little bit smaller than we expected.
Yeah, the pictures, they always use like a really wide angle lens, so it like makes the rooms look gargantuan, but what are we dealing with?
774 square feet.
Yeah, so my last place was like 1,000 or 1,100, so it's a little bit of a downgrade there.
It's an upgrade for me.
Yeah, your place was tiny.
The paint is not my favorite color.
Yeah, what is that? Is it beige?
It's kind of beigey.
It's not a good beige.
I don't think I would hate it so much if the trim wasn't white. Oh look, the floors aren't concrete.
Oh yeah,
When we
when we first walked in, because they had shown us a couple pictures of similar apartments, and then they had included this other extra picture of an apartment with different flooring, because they're like, this is the flooring you can expect because that's what'll be in that unit. And then we got in here and it was just the normal like laminate wood flooring, which I'm happy with. It looks great. Actually,
really
like as much as we hate the wall color, the floor color is
on point. And
and no more carpeted kitchen.
what?
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of the kitchen, when we first got here, the fridge was backwards.
Yeah.
So like you had to go across. I mean, in this that kind of seems like the sort of like theme of the apartment. There were just like all these weird little inefficiencies. Like
it's just like backwardness.
yeah. Well, they put the handle on the wrong side of the fridge, and I guess not a lot of people realize that you can that fridges are symmetrical.
Yes, you can reverse the way that they open depending on where you install them.
Yeah. So it was like our first morning in here. We were just like, nope, we're swapping that right now.
Before we put too much food in there, before we get too settled in, that's happening.
Yeah, so that was actually a little major like upgrade, like something we could fix, and so we did.
Because it reduces a lot of inconvenience and a lot of pressure and a lot of anger.
Well, and you wouldn't think that extra like 2 or 3 steps to go to the other side of the fridge would be a big deal, but like as far as just like the ergonomics of your space, it makes a huge difference when you're cooking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we're on the first floor, we get like a pretty big patio, but then you also have to deal with the neighbors like dropping stuff.
Yeah,
and
we've had a few like granola bars dropped onto our patio.
Granola bars is a good way to put that. It's not a granola bar.
It was gross. There's a lot of birds, so to kind of like keep the space someplace we enjoy being, because we like to have take some meals out there every once in a while.
And we're just naturally very clean people. It's
Yes.
like we're gonna have to like keep up on the patio.
AC, the air conditioning in here is so loud. You can't hear
Yeah.
other people talking if it's running, and if you have the AC running and the dishwasher running, forget about it. You're just like in a vortex of white noise.
Yeah, well, we were trying to watch a movie last night. We ended up having to just like turn the AC off because like we turned it up like twice as high as we normally would, and it just wasn't loud enough for us to hear the dialogue over the air conditioner. But like, you know, that's kind of a minor complaint because otherwise the noise has actually been really good. So like we have neighbors against this wall and then upstairs, and we haven't heard them hardly at all.
Some footsteps, some doors closing, but other than that,
Totally like normal levels of noise, hasn't been bad at all. And actually we live really, really close to a set of train tracks, and we don't hear the train very much. It's like sort of pleasant background noise. So that's actually been pretty cool. And because the train is right there, we're like really close to public transit. So like we're like right by downtown, which is so cool. It opens up all of these like cool places for us to go.
yeah, we're maybe 100 yards from the public transit. So there's a train that goes by, and then there's a bunch of tracks that can go into the city too. So it makes getting around really easy. All of our stuff fit in here really, really well.
Yeah, even though like felt smaller than we anticipated, like once we got everything like put away and kind of organized, it all just like very nicely filled the space. And like I always kind of complained that I didn't have like a big enough couch, but I don't think I'd want a bigger couch in here.
I think it would just be too much.
Yeah, well, but it's kind of a cozy feeling actually.
Yeah.
Like
It feels like home,
yeah,
which is really nice. I've moved a lot in the last 4 or 5 years. Like
how many times you've moved? Like 6 or 8 times. In the
yeah,
last
like
5
8
years.
times in the last 5 years,
Yeah.
which is like
It's too much.
way too much. This move to me, I was just really excited about it. I was really excited about it, and I really, like, even though things were chaotic, I really liked it. I was just like, this is a new beginning. This is gonna be my home.
Yeah.
And I get to be with my favorite person.
It's true. Like I remember the on moving day, like I was just so tired and stressed and anxious the whole day, just like trying to organize getting the U-Haul in where it needed to be, and then like hoping that the people I'd asked to come help us would show up, and I was tired and achy and stressed, and you were just like really happy all day. You were in such a good mood, and I couldn't figure out why, because it's like, Evelyn, why aren't you as stressed as me? But like thank goodness that you weren't.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it was just because I I don't know, the whole time it was just like I get to have a home that's not going to be stressful or crazy or anything like that. So I mean that's how I felt about it. One more thing, the internet here.
Yeah,
We got fiber.
We probably would have been putting out more videos earlier, but our internet situation in both of our apartments was so terrible,
Oh,
and
gosh.
here we have fiber. It is so fast. Oh my gosh, beautiful.
It's amazing.
We are super excited to we're making more videos for you guys. We've got like a whole list of ideas. Lots of cool stuff coming very soon. Be sure to subscribe if you are not already. Check us out on Instagram. We are The White Bees. So I'll put our handle up in one of these corners. Anyway, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.